everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they do battle with the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
Plenty of talent on the Houston Texans roster, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but I want to focus in on Kiki Kuti, their slot receiver, who does nice damage when he's got a chance to play. Dinged up a little bit in 2018, but when he's on the field, you have to make sure that you have guys in front of him and be prepared for his speed down the middle of the field.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Here comes Carter. Breaks through the contact. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive with Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big fella. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Johnson, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now here's Mahomes. Caught. It's Ellington. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very... Now Arlington lost the football. It's out.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On second and goal, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And some room to run now. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, but now it's third and goal. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. Terrence Williams, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who was the star of the first half. His guys have the lead in KC as we get you back out to Arrowhead and rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This is caught by Robinson. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Again, it's Williams. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May They didn't want running back by committee. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson, fighting to stay upright. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go play fake. Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's gonna pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. Bashaud Breeland, the one that got him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 17 on the pickup there. And the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson with a give to Miller. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes able to find Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He's got a first down past the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's go. Let's reset.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the... And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but now it'll be 3rd down. One final try from Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire